Hello! So, I realized I forgot to introduce myself in the last video. I am a raven, is the name we're going with. And today, I am joined by Robin!
And because we don't know how to get clips without getting copyrighted, this would be JoJo's OP. JoJo's!
We'll be able to figure out from the title, and also from the terrible singing that just took place, that today we are discussing every character from part 1 of JoJo's. First off, Jonathan!
Simp.
For Speedwagon, Arena, like Dio, you gotta be more specific, man. Just
all of them.
All around simp.
He is a simp for everyone. He even simps Baron Zeppeli. Even though we all know that the Baron is way out of his league, okay?
We do. The Zeppeli family, man, let's just take a moment of silence. They deserved better, in general. So there's that.
Why must all the men of the Zeppeli family suffer such a fate? Okay.
Yeah. So, we're going to transition into our next character using that. Dario Brando! The exact wrong character for that transition.
Oh. Yeah, he's a bad person. That's the only person that could have raised someone as bad as Dio.
He's just yeah, he's pretty awful. Anyways, George Joestar, another terrible father!
He's an idiot.
He is just the most stupid person I have ever seen in anime or otherwise. The true tragedy of JoJo's Part 1 is that every time George Joestar doesn't understand what's going on, Jonathan doesn't have a good reaction. He doesn't know what to do because the tragedy is, OK Boomer had not been invented yet. There is no good comeback, and for that, I will always pity him. Moving on to Danny. He deserves I deserve better.
He deserved better. You do not get to talk.
Don't
speak. Don't speak.
I deserve nothing. Danny deserves better. He did.
He was an amazing, loyal companion who didn't deserve the cruelty of Dio Brando.
Does Rocky just, hate dogs or something? I don't understand why
he probably
dogs
loves them, and, whenever he wants to make it clear that a character is, just the worst, he kills one of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because, if Dio had just, put George Joestar in the furnace instead, no one would care. Right?
Yeah. I feel like I always get more emotional about, animal deaths than people deaths because, you know the animal is innocent, okay? You know it.
Right. Danny was, a good boy, whereas George Joestar is just stupid. Yeah. I swear I'm not a psychopath. Baron Zeppeli.
Yeah. We're not psychopaths, we're sociopaths.
Baron Zeppeli is not my favorite Zeppeli, but he does have an amazing hat.
Yes. That hat is so amazing that Speedwagon put it on.
It is. It's wonderful. I
will remember you, okay? You did not deserve to die like that.
No, why don't all the Zeppelis sacrifice themselves for JoJo's? They're the best.
Yeah. The Zeppelis. They're the real MVP, okay? I want a series starring the Zeppelis.
I do. That sounds... What?
But it works backwards.
What? What does that mean? We start with the most recent Zeppeli and go backwards?
Yes, clearly.
So every part would spoil the part that comes after it?
Yes.
Oh, there's no reason why normal series aren't formatted that way. That's not overly confusing and also takes away all stakes that could possibly happen. So, Arena! Female characters in shonen are rare because most of the times females are not characters. Let me clarify. Characters are, by my definition in this statement, entities that are written to be people. But girls in shonen are not written to be people. They're written to be girls first. And that doesn't mean that I think that girls aren't people. It means that they're written to be this caricature of a woman. And they're written to be the love interest or the mom or whatever feminine role. They are written to be that before they are written to be a person. And so Irina, we mostly see her in part 1 in the role of the love interest, and then we later see her in the role of like a motherly figure in part 2. But I still think that she manages to break out of the role of a female at least a little bit. I mean, there's that scene where Dio kisses her, and I think like assault in anime in general is treated like a joke, but in that case she is genuinely disgusted, and Jonathan is like rightly mad that he would do that to her. Yeah. And so I think that was a pretty good handling of the situation. So I don't have too much of a problem with it.
But I just kind of find it funny that she's like, you know what, I'd rather get an infection in my mouth than have, like, Dio's kiss.
I'd rather die of an unknown, like, waterborne disease than kiss Dio.
Yeah. And that is actually that's pretty accurate.
That's fair. Respect. Yeah. Speedwagon
is the best. He's the speediest of wagons, like... You think a car is fast? No. That wagon is like Sonic speed.
Indeed. He is the OG Joe Bro.
Yes.
That was just a terrible amalgamation of a sentence. Okay, moving on to Dio. Dio is just...
a jerk in this arc. I mean, like, we obviously know that he's supposed to be a jerk, but he is still a jerk. And he kills a dog!
He does. He kills the dog. Honestly, the worst thing that he does is kill the dog.
He also, you know, kills a bunch of people, turns them into vampires and zombies, you know, just the usual.
Yeah, but...
like, if I were Jonathan Joestar, what I would do is I would have killed him in his sleep. Dude, like, you can't just put the fact that he murdered your dog... but...
tried to murdered your dad, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's that too.
Oh,
no one ever remembers that he murdered the dad because he's so awful. I was like, if he murdered George Joestar, no one would care. That's not an if. He did, and no one does. So I forgot that he actually murdered George Joestar.
Oh shoot, we could have done the guy with the sword of the Luck and Pluck.
I don't know his name. You want to talk about him?
No.
So you want to crown best girl?
Yes.
So, this is not a surprise to anyone, but I nominate Speedwagon.
Yes, Speedwagon gets the pink tiara of the best girl.
Yeah, Speedwagon is just objectively the best. This is just kind of how I wanted to format these videos from now on. So this section was basically a formality. We all knew it was Speedwagon. Would we consider Speedwagon a simp for Jonathan?
No.
No.
Speedwagon is no simp. You wash your mouth right now.
No! I've committed treason!
You have committed the highest order of treason. You have slandered
the Speedwagon name. Oh no, the Speedwagon Foundation's gonna kill me.
The Speedwagon Foundation's already here.
So, I think we need to end the video before I am murdered!
Good thing we have those clones.